This looks familiar. Fucked my knee up bad. Real bad. We had a free weekend and the family was dying to get out for a few days. We loaded up the 4Runner and headed out to Morro Bay, a town just south of San Luis Obispo on California's coast between San Francisco and Los Angeles. We arrived at our foggy hotel on a Friday evening and settled in. This was going to be an interesting weekend. Downtown Morro Bay was quiet and slow for a cold Friday evening, but there was good food and great beer to be had. We stopped at Libertine Brewing Company for a COVID-safe dinner and a few pints in the parking lot. That's good.
That's good.
It was tasty, fun, and not particularly healthy. Morro Bay has a fun downtown local scene. A few restaurants and a lot of shops make it a fun destination to spend a few days. We also visited nearby Cayucas for breakfast and spent a day in San Luis Obispo looking at Cal Poly's campus for my daughter, and to enjoy the beautiful winter weekend as much as was safely possible. I brought the bike because Trail Forks told me about a few places to ride. Nearby Johnson Ranch and Irish Hills Parks provided several hours of fun riding that turned into a far more challenging event than I could have ever expected. Starting out, I met with a great local rider who also had a Ripmo V2. We talked about our bikes for a few minutes and decided to ride together. He was a great rider and a fantastic tour guide. We don't see a lot of those in the wild.
Yeah.
It's the best bike I've ever owned.
Yeah, me too.
It's just heaven. Yeah.
It's a great bike. It pedals great.
Yep.
Great.
It does everything I ask it to do. Oh, yeah, because it looks pretty brutal. It's real pretty out here. I've never ridden out here before. Wow, it really does go up, doesn't it? Look at that. That's awesome. We rode to the top of the nearby ridge on a trail called Morro View. From the top, you could see the famous Morro Rock, which was pretty close to our hotel.
So your hotel's right up there.
Yeah, I can almost see it, right. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you can see the rest of those peaks.
Yeah, that one's Hollister.
Hollister.
And there's Black Rock, which I don't know which one it is.
Scary. That's killer. Damn, I don't like that. From there, we dropped down Froome Creek Trail, where my new riding pal suffered a flat. That is awesome.
I just lost my front tire.
Uh-oh. No way. What do you call it?
I wonder if I just blew out.
Yeah, you might burped it.
We
We worked pretty hard to get him patched up to the point where he could ride home.
Take it easy, man. Ride safe.
And I turned around to climb back up this super rocky trail.
I just went down this way a little while ago, but I'm going up Froome Creek now because I want to get to the top, cut left, go behind that mountain, and come down a black run that's called, I think, Chutes and Ladders. Kind of rocky. Yeah. My stamina says otherwise. Yeah. Have a good day. Some good hard rocks on these trails. Steep, very rocky. If you go too slow, the rocks just slam you to a halt because you can't roll over them because you're going too slow. And if you keep up a reasonable speed, you roll over stuff, but you use a lot more energy. So you got to find that balance. It's hard. I'm going to be climbing that really steep hill up ahead, and then I'll be at the very tippy top where I can start riding down, which is the good part, but got to earn it. So let's see where this goes.
It was a challenge, but I cleared the climb and proceeded to crank up a bigger mountain on the Ocean View Trail. It was majestic and worth the effort.
Irish Hills Natural Reserve. Let's go up Ocean View, I think it's called.
I was finally getting back into my riding legs, and I could feel the momentum that would hopefully carry me into the spring riding season.
Here's those rocks. We're way up here. Just came up Froome Creek. Ocean View is to the left. I believe that leads to the chutes and ladders. Oh, this sucks. The dead cat came off my mic. It's somewhere on the trail in the last like 10 miles. Oh well, I guess I'm just gonna use the regular mic, which means I'm removing my lav. Skinny! Well, not very skinny. This is cool. This is a lot like Los Gatos. Hard pack, little sparing rocks. Not unrideable by any stretch, but bumpy. Here it is. This bike is not good on the switchbacks. That's its weakest link. The thing about these big rocks is that they really go through pedals fast, because they just rip up the little barbs on the pedals. When you hit a pedal strike on a rock, you can smoosh them like they're made out of Play-Doh. Yeah. Looking at my map and I can't really tell. Why not? It'll be fun. Thanks.
Fun.
You too.
I followed Ocean View down the mountain where I accidentally detoured onto some blue dirt.
Thanks very much. Have a great day.
I was hoping to take the black trails all the way to the bottom of the mountain, but I didn't know them very well, so I ended up on the wrong trail.
Oh crap, I bypassed. I'm coming up on lower chutes and ladders, so I'll still get to do that. Damn, I missed a whole section of black. It's so hard to find the trail intersections here. That's all right.
It bypassed my intended route, but I was able to rejoin my original path further down the mountain, so no big deal.
Don't want to pass this one up. There it is. Chutes and ladders. All right. Nice view of the city down there, but I'm not looking at it. I got things to pay attention to. I got that switchback pretty good. Reminds me of that last little piece of Dr. Park near Crested Butte. It's all switchbacks. Slightly less smoky here though.
The cherry on top of the riding cake was chutes and ladders. Trailfork says it's a black diamond run with what they call flying switchbacks. They are wood decks that substitute for the rocky terrain on the mountainside because the hill is too steep to carve normal switchbacks into it.
Ooh. Chutes and ladders. I guess it's earning its name, huh?
The The decks are covered with wire mesh that helps tires grip. This kind of a trail really shouldn't be much of an effort for me. I've cleared stuff much more difficult than this. Usually, I love features like the ones found on this trail. They're common at bike parks all over the country. The wire covering on the decks always makes me nervous, but I've never worried before about crashing or landing on them. Today's ride showed me why knee pads are important, not just on rough rides, but always. I veered off the ramp to the right and landed squarely on my left knee, and right on the wire mesh.
Oh shit! Fucked my knee up bad.
The crash was bad.
Real bad. Oh, fuck. Okay, time to relax.
My knee was split open like a torn jacket sleeve. It wasn't bleeding much, but it was a very, very big wound, like 8 inches across from one side of the knee to the other. I could see right into my knee, and that sight did not help things much.
Should have worn the knee pads.
The few moments after the crash happened were scary, but I went immediately into recovery mode and realized that I was probably going to go into shock pretty quickly.
Hi there. Perfect time, guys.
I fell. I didn't break anything, but I ripped my knee up pretty bad.
Oh no. Where are you?
I can see the Costco parking lot. This is not good.
Oh no.
I looked up my location on Google Maps, created a place mark, and immediately texted it to my wife.
I'm doing this as quick as I can. I'm hoping someone will pass me on the trail. Okay. Keep pressure on my knee. I'm pretty close to the bottom of the trail.
Okay.
I'm keeping pressure on the wound. It's not utterly dangerously serious. It's just a really bad rip.
Fortunately, things got a lot better really fast.
There's a runner coming down.
You okay?
I hurt myself a little. It's not like a broken bone or anything, but I ripped myself open a little bit on this right here.
Fortunately, a couple of weekend warriors came down the hill right behind me while I was trying to figure out what my next move would be.
Tear in my knee.
I'm somewhere else.
I was having such a good day too.
They offered assistance and I gladly accepted.
I'm sorry to do this to you guys.
No. Do you have like a bandana or something we can tie?
Oh, you know what I do?
Let's do
That's
that.
a great idea.
It turns out they were both nurses, and one of them attended nearby Cal Poly. What a stroke of luck.
Look, I mean, it looks like it's a pretty...
Good little gash, isn't
You're
it?
gonna need to go to the hospital.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a hospital visit. I'm sorry to do this to you guys, ruining your Sunday.
No, not at all.
Strangely enough, I could walk on it. We wrapped it in a bandana that was in my pack, and they helped me slowly make my way down to the bottom of the mountain.
I'm the injured one. Don't look down. It's bloody. Thank you so much, guys.
My wife and kids were waiting patiently for me.
Oh, there they are. That's my golden retriever. All right, let's see if we can pull this off. Yeehaw! No.
We loaded the bike
Thank you so much.
and got right to the hospital.
And thank you, puppers. It's still recording.
The ER staff was helpful and pretty used to seeing what I dragged into their waiting room.
Yeah, I did it. I bailed. This is bad. I'm gonna be off the bike for a while, but I don't know how long. It's ugly. I'm not gonna show you. It's very unpretty. But I'll be fine. It's just gonna take time.
They patched me up and got me on the road home. It was a rough drive, but I was resting on the couch with my painkillers and some water later that night.
All right, here's what happened. I was going down the trail and my knee hit the wire mesh on the deck. And imagine if your knee was the skin of this orange. The wire mesh hit it and just tore it off. I mean, it didn't come off, but it was flopping around at the bottom. It wasn't pretty.